Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna talk about a pretty popular topic in Japanese society. Why is the average Japanese person typically so thin? There are a lot of opinions and studies, so I thought I would talk about it from the perspective of a Japanese person. Before we start, I thought I would mention that I respect that each country and culture have different diet and opinions of what is considered healthy, and it's different from each person. Okay, so let's get started. In 2016, WHO reported that Japan had the lowest obesity rate among many developed countries around the world. For example, the obesity rate in the United States has 37.3%, European countries average 20%, and Japan has only 4.4%. Why is that? The first thing I had my eye on was genetics. Genetics? As for why I started to research genes, one of my foreign friends told me Japanese people must have a genetically thin genes. I thought, yeah, that might be the case, because it's not typical to see many overweight people in Japan. However, according to Professor Eiichiro Ichiishi, the author of Japanese Genes, Japanese people actually have many obesity genes. Really? For example, there's a gene that has an effect that makes it difficult to burn fat, called the beta-3-AL gene. Apparently, 8% of Westerners have this gene, but 34% of Japanese have it.
Wait a minute.
Interesting. There's also the PPAL gamma gene, which slows metabolism. Apparently, 60% of Westerners have it, but 92% of Japanese have it.
Are you serious?
If Japanese have many of these obesity genes, why is the obesity rate lower here in Japan? Professor Eiichiro says that's because individual effects of obesity genes are said to be insignificant, and it's difficult to predict whether or not a person will become obese. So what is that actually makes Japanese people so skinny? Exercise? Some people said it's because of exercise. But honestly, I don't think Japanese people are fond of exercise as Westerners. And they don't have the same habits of exercising on a regular basis. For example, when I lived in Canada, I saw many people going to the gym every day and exercising. And I felt that exercise culture is not as deeply rooted in Japan as it is in the West. According to a survey by a medical journal, The Lancet, on the countries that dislike exercise, Japan ranked 11th. With more than 60% of people having a negative attitude toward exercise. It's not genetics and exercising, so what is it? After further investigations, I finally found 3 answers. First, Japanese eating habits. From my own experience and data, I found 5 eating habits that Japanese people have. First, low fat and low salt diet. It's typically very low in fat, containing rice, miso soup, fish, beans, and seasonal vegetables. It's so healthy. Also, Japanese people use dashi, which produces a rich umami taste. It provides a lot of flavor to dishes without using a lot of ingredients, such as salt and other things. As a result, I think Japanese people consume less calories if compared to a traditional average meal in Japan. Second, eat fermented foods often. In Japan, there are many types of fermented foods, such as pickles, miso, soy sauce, sake, and natto. Fermented foods contain a lot of great benefits for your body, such as good bacteria. Eating fermented foods increases the number of good bacteria in your gut. As a result, the body's metabolism improves. So it helps the body to lose weight. Also, fermented foods are rich in koso, so they help supplement your body with such health benefits. 3. Incorporating koso into daily diet. Koso is very popular with Japanese people, but foreigners don't know much about it. So what is koso? Koso is an enzyme and it has probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotics. Postbiotics are created by probiotics, consuming prebiotics during fermentation. And then that's one of the keys to a healthy body. Simply put, if you ingest a lot of probiotics in your diet, it can help your body with good digestion and metabolism. That's why drinks that can efficiently incorporate probiotics into your body have become popular among Japanese people. I drink a smoothie containing Koso every morning, like you've seen in many of my videos, in order to consume these healthy probiotics daily. Actually, many people ask me about these drinks, so I'd like to introducing one that I've been using lately. And it's the brand that is also sponsoring this part of today's video. This is Ars Koso. Ars Koso is a company that sells probiotic drinks made in Japan to various countries, mainly the United States. I think it's kind of rare to be able to buy like Koso-based drinks outside of Japan. So I was really happy when I found this, because I can finally introduce this Koso drink. It's made by fermenting more than 100 kinds of vegetables, fruits, mushrooms, and seaweed for 1 year. Of course, it's 100% vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, and dairy-free. This drink not only includes probiotics, it also contains postbiotics and prebiotics. I use this product every morning for a month, and I'll tell you 3 benefits that I felt during that time. First, it'll make your stomach feel better. The main benefits of these probiotic drinks is that it helps with gut health. So you can go to the bathroom so regularly. To be honest, I haven't had any constipation since I started to drink Koso drink. Second, lose weight. During the month, honestly, I lost some weight. I went from 63 kilograms to 60 kilograms. I even felt surprised. Actually, I ate a lot, but I kept losing weight during that period. Maybe it was because I was so busy with my work at the time. But I think it's partially because of Ars Koso. Third, it's easy to drink. When it comes to health drinks, even if it has guaranteed health benefits, you wouldn't like it if it tastes bad, right? But no worries at all, it's really tasty. It has a more ginger taste compared to other probiotic drinks. I basically put it in my morning smoothie. However, I can drink it with water or soda water as well. The great thing about Ars Koso is that you can get all the nutrients from vegetables and fruits while having these benefits. If you are interested, please check out their website. I'll link it below. And you can get 10% off only once if you use the discount code Samurai Matcha during checkout. I'm really happy to be able to share this with you guys. Fourth, small portion sizes. I think this is the main reason why Japanese are typically so thin. Japanese don't typically eat a lot. To give an easy to understand example, at McDonald's, the medium-sized drink in Japan is about the same as a size small drink in the US. When I lived in Australia, I was surprised at the difference in the quantity of each meal. Calories would be more than Japan too. Actually, I loved it, so I ate a lot. But I gained 5 kilograms during my time there. When I returned to Japan and switched to a Japanese diet, I naturally lost weight. I learned that proportion size is an important factor when it comes to maintaining body weight. Fifth, eat small portions. Japanese food consists of various ingredients in small portions. For example, the meal at the ryokan I went to recently had a lot of small dishes like this. The portions are small. Also, Japanese people use chopsticks. The amount of food they put in their mouth at one time is limited. That way, you have to take your time while eating each time you take a bite. According to Professor Naoyuki Hayashi of the Tokyo Institute of Technology, people who chew their food a lot and eat slowly tend to have lower body fat percentages. The next reason why Japanese are typically so thin is walking daily. Japanese people walk a lot daily compared to other countries. For example, when I was in junior high school, it took me 30 minutes to walk to school with my friends every day. When I lived in Tokyo, I saw most adults commuting on foot. I heard in Western countries, using a car or taxi is a more common means of transportation, but in Japan, they rarely use them when it comes to commuting if you live in the city. Actually, many people use trains to commute. They walk to the station, walk up and down the many flights of stairs, change trains, and then walk to their destination. People commute like this through all hours of the day. Also, Japan is known for having a low crime rate, so it's easy to work anywhere, anytime, even at night. Such a background is probably one of the reasons why Japanese people walk so much. Ah, I see. That's why Japanese can burn so many calories on a daily basis without going to the gym. Third, societal pressure. So Japanese people are typically perfectionists when it comes to many things. This also includes wanting to have the perfect or perfectly healthy body. So this idea of perfectionism is what motivates and stresses out many Japanese, especially for women, as social media and shopping also contribute to this pressure to look a certain way. This also expands to work-life culture as well. Actually, it's normal in Japanese culture to have yearly health checks at work. They check your health, weight, and sometimes abdominal circumference in order to consider who is healthy or unhealthy. I've never done that though. So this time I told you why Japanese people are slim from a Japanese perspective. How did you feel about the information? Is there any habit that you want to incorporate into your life? Okay, let's have a healthy life together. Stay safe, have fun, and thank you for watching as usual. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye!